It started all with a great project from Marriott International to highlight Filipino cuisine. So we was being told to make it beauty, okay, and but don't play on flavors. So now, who better to check flavors than people like him? I'm so excited, yeah, especially while we also have ASEAN, so he's going to be a big part for this country as a representative of his food.
Kula ito. Ever so grateful that I was, they reached out to me and they said they wanted to do this collaboration. It was part of that event called Sinagtala, where celebration of Filipino cuisine is at the center of the purpose of that event. And I'm just so grateful that I'm given this opportunity and platform to showcase Mindanaoan cuisine.
Yeah,
which
exciting.
is as a purveyor and a champion of Tausug cuisine and the Mindanaoan island as a whole. I think it's very important for something like this as a representation, because I've always said that that's the best way for us to understand Filipino cuisine.
We are the best partner. 9,900 hotels worldwide.
Exactly.
In Middle East, in anywhere. Okay, we are now 12 hotels now here. Okay, and it's time to put more food center stage. And like I say, I'm excited of ASEAN. We have so many guests gonna come in. It's gonna come a lot to this country, and the country deserves only the best.
I always say this when I get to be asked about Filipino cuisine in general. I say that the flavor profiles when you travel to Luzon and Visayas is almost the same. It is when you step into the Mindanao island that it takes a 180-degree turn, because it changes the profile completely. Because not a lot of people know that some or most parts of Mindanao was never really colonized by Spain when they came to the Philippines. And because of this, they were able to retain a lot of their cooking methods and practices that are, pre-colonial. So aside from that, most of the cuisines from the Zamba Sultan region are greatly influenced by the Southeast Asian neighboring countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, that went as far actually as the Indian Arabic continents. And during this time, there was an active trade of spice, textile, intermarriages, and and the difference is the influence of those countries is very evident still in some parts of the Zamba Sultan region. A lot of people think that if you get recognized with such a prestigious award-giving body, their perception of you changes. But actually, nothing has actually changed since. I still feel the same way. I get nervous. So when thinking about it, working and taking over a kitchen still is something that I always look forward to experience and doing. Having this opportunity to showcase the cuisines from where I come from the get-go has always been important and essential. Mindanao has not been seen the way it has after the Michelin has been given. They never went to Mindanao, mind you.
Restaurants.
Yeah, mind you, they only went to Manila, environs, and Cebu. So me and my restaurant being in Metro Manila and has been recognized of such is a validation that we've always wanted and we always needed. And I'm just so grateful still, even after months of being awarded that here in the same exact location. Actually, the inaugural was done here at the Grand Ballroom. The bib basically is it's given to restaurant that excellent quality for food but affordable. So I like the bib most especially because it's for the people. Everybody can afford. They can be able to go and try and experience it. So yeah, I'm grateful for everything that has happened so far.
His gateway part still need to be discovered. It's not on the prime list when you're visiting Philippines. Okay, barely Manila is a prime list. Okay, I'm happy we're having some guests. No, it's the islands around, but it's not Mindanao yet. Okay, and I think that's what for me excites the most. The food comes faster than the people than to Mindanao.
And hopefully be curious to be able to visit.
Yeah.
I've always said that Mindanaoan cuisine, Tausug cuisine, is never an afterthought. It's part of the conversation. And my goal coming out of this is eventually to see Mindanaoan cuisine to be part of the table. Right, Chef?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna have it on the table and we can promote it. With
Yes.
us.
Yeah. Start with promotion.
Okay, and we can do it through food, through rooms, through simply walking in the hotel and have a different smell. Okay, and I think that's what wonderful hospitality for us is creating memories you take home. And now one of the memories hopefully gonna be part of his food. Wonderful hospitality always.
I think it's the first step
Yeah,
to get
correct.
the halal certification.
We need to understand
Yeah.
also his religion. It's not only the food, and nothing better than to get certified, to understand the religion before you understood what you can cook and eat. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's correct. I think it's also part of feeling the inclusivity, and there's not a lot of options in the Philippines that are halal certified, even for restaurants, So how could we open our gates to countries that are from the Southeast Asian countries, or those are Muslim brothers and sisters, and telling the people that, everybody is welcome and everybody is going to be served as they please.
I still try to discover this. Okay, it's like I say, I cook adobo. Okay, and it's confusing. Like I say, it's always 188 different recipe in every part, and everybody cook a different adobo. I don't understand. It's still three spices, also 3 ingredients, and still everybody cook it different. That's why, like I say, I like his spices. I like.
One of the major problems why it's quite hard for Filipino cuisine to be represented globally is because we amongst ourselves, we're guilty as Filipinos to, gatekeep or to have a lot of versions and compare. I always say, even if it's Mindanaoan cuisine, it's still Filipino cuisine. And I always say this, Filipino cuisine is actually a collection of all the regional cuisines that we have. You put them together on a table, that represents who we are. It's all these other regional cuisines from different parts of the country, when put together, best describes who we are as Filipinos.
And that's Sining Tala all about.